Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you guys can hear me okay. I hope you guys can see me okay. I'm going to come in for just 1 second. I'm not going to talk for long, but I wanted to come in and tell you guys about something that I just saw that's absolutely unbelievable. It has to do with Netflix. Netflix, as you know, is one of the major Hollywood studios that's dealing with this crazy writer's strike. This writer's strike in Hollywood is really impacting a lot of people's jobs. A lot of people are very upset. It's really kind of a big deal. So in the midst of the Hollywood writer's strike, one of the biggest factors in this strike is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. In case you don't know, a recent study showed that ChatGPT actually is as intelligent or as creative as the top 1% of creatives. I don't know how they measured this, but they claimed in this study that when you look at the top 1% of creatives, ChatGPT literally can be as creative as the top 1%. And in fact, there was an international photography contest where they used a picture with artificial intelligence that they submitted as a contestant, and guess what? The picture actually won. It was an AI picture, and the person that submitted this picture was actually using AI to create this picture in order to make a point that AI is coming. It ain't going nowhere. It's going to be what it's going to be. All right. So anyway, as you come in, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and I see Yoshika's in here first. Christy, Lindsay, I see you. Yoshika, by the way, I looked up your company, Yoshika. I looked up Yoshika Garner, and Yoshika, put the name of your business in the chat if you think about it, because I love what you're doing. I think you were doing something with speech therapy, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I think you went to an HBCU. So not only are you interested in what I do and a great support of the platform, I said I'm gonna just Google Yoshika Gardner and check out what she's got going on. Let me tell you, she's an extraordinary entrepreneur. Everybody should go check out what she's doing. Just like Keith and Tonia Patillo out of Baltimore, I see what your family is doing. And so anyway, I'm y'all aren't just interested in me. I'm interested in y'all. And I hope to one day meet you in person, maybe at the convention or something like that. But anyway, let me tell you about this article that I read. It's kind of crazy. Don't forget, hit the thumbs up button. But basically, Netflix just pissed off all the writers in the writers' strike. I mean, left them furious. And the reason that they got them so upset is right during the middle of the strike, one of the actors found a job posting from Netflix that was for an artificial intelligence expert who was gonna. And guess how much the job was gonna pay? Guess how much? $900,000 a year. Literally, Netflix in the middle of this writer's strike, where artificial intelligence is kind of the big conversation. That's the elephant in the room. That's the big kahuna. That's the big issue everybody's talking about. They literally posted a job for an artificial intelligence expert that pays $900,000 a year. So in the middle of this strike, they're doubling down on AI. These companies are not walking away from AI. There's nothing that this strike is going to accomplish that will make them walk away from AI. The best thing that can end up happening is coexisting. And my heart goes out to the writers, though, because I know how hard they work. I know how committed they are. But one thing I'll say too is that with every new technology, there is a disruptive force. There are jobs that get lost. You know, when they actually invented computers with IBM, they used to have a job at NASA in a lot of places called a computer, but a computer wasn't a machine; it was a person. And they would have these rooms. You saw this. A lot of y'all saw this in that movie, the NASA movie, Hidden Figures. In Hidden Figures, anybody remember that? Where they had a whole room full of people, and all they did, there were a lot of black women in this movie. I love the way they highlighted black female mathematicians, but they had a whole room of people that were called computers. And then IBM comes along and they invent, these computers, these big mainframes, and then eventually they become personal computers and whatever. And now a computer, when you think about a computer, you're thinking about a machine, not a person. So eventually, I hate saying it, but the thing about AI that's really fascinating to me and kind of upsetting, I imagine, for some people who are concerned about it, is that you're really in the beginning. It's in its infancy. AI is not this super evolved technology that's on its way out. AI just got here. AI is a newborn baby. Wait till that baby's about 5 years old. Wait till that baby hits the fourth grade. And wait till that baby's a full grown man. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a whole different world. So anyway, if you are a Hollywood writer, actor, director, producer, etc., I wish we could help you more. We do make movies, actually. We have a movie coming out called B1 the Movie. We're going to do a premiere for this film in Atlanta You can go to b1themovie.com if you'd like to join the premiere. It's going to be released on Marcus Garvey's birthday at the New Black Wall Street. Rick Mathis is the director. Dr. Claude Anderson's in the film. All of our movie stars, Nuri Muhammad, etc. And so you guys can check it out in Atlanta. It's going to be, I want to say August 17th. I hope I got the date right. I'm going to go as soon as I get back from Europe. But, I'm going to tell you, you got to understand that you have so many great skills, so many things that you guys do that can be applied to so many different fields. Don't limit yourself to Hollywood, especially if you're Black. Don't limit yourself to this space where you've got these gatekeepers that think that they're blocking your access to an industry. Nobody blocks you from your right to express your talent. You got the whole internet now. You've got lots of independent projects you could be a part of, lots of things you could do with that talent. So don't let those people get you down, because the thing about it, here's the thing. These companies are not going to get away from AI. They're not going to let it go. It's just too profitable. Also, companies like Netflix, they're prepared to wait. They're prepared to wait. You know what Netflix said when the strike happened? Netflix said, we got about 100 years of content just sitting around. Our subscribers are going to pay us money monthly anyway. So we can wait. We can wait 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, or however long, right? Not to say that the strike would go on that long, and not to say it wouldn't have an impact, but they've got content for days. And most of the top 10 shows on Netflix are not new shows. Did y'all know that? Most of the top 10 shows on Netflix are not even new. They're old stuff from 2003, 2002 that was in the vault that people are kind of throwing away. So the point of the matter is to say that there are different companies that are kind of handling this strike in different ways. Streaming services are not in the same economic position as companies that depend solely on the latest blockbuster. The pandemic positioned the industry to more effectively deal with this kind of a strike, because if you notice, when the pandemic began, that's when you saw companies really investing in streaming because people couldn't go to the movies anymore. So before the pandemic, the writer's strike would have had a much different impact than it has after the pandemic, where everybody's built a streaming service anyway. And streaming services, in case you don't know, Netflix, Disney, Hulu, and Paramount are going to collect that $9 a month or whatever you're paying, even if the writers are on strike. They don't have to put out a movie to get your $9 a month. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's a different kind of business model. So they're kind of hunkered in. They're bunkered in. They are caved out. I think it's going to be interesting to see how this strike plays out, because I don't really know if it's going to end well for the writers and for the union. Although I support the union. I'm going to tell you this, because I want to say this so that no one thinks that I'm just on the side of the company. I'm kind of watching it, honestly. Honestly, when white people start fighting, I just find it entertaining. I just kind of sit in the middle with my popcorn. But and I know Black people are involved for sure, but y'all know Black people ain't running this stuff. Black people ain't running Hollywood. Black people ain't running the unions. Black people ain't, we're not the gatekeepers. We're just trying to wiggle through the gate, okay? And so what I'll say is that America as a society became worse off when you stopped supporting unions. When your politicians stopped giving support to the unions the way they used to around the 1970s, that's when workers' wages started going down. That's when corporate profits started to skyrocket. That's when CEO pay, the gap between CEO and worker pay, started to expand. And it's only going to keep getting worse because your politicians are just as corrupt as the capitalists, because they're kind of one and the same. The drug dealers are running the police station. So when you call the cops, guess what? A dope dealer is going to show up at your door in a police uniform. That's how jacked up American government has become. So anyway, guys, that's it. I just want to talk to you guys about this really quick. I want to make this a short video. But our movie coming out, and we're not connected to anything with Hollywood, but we do make movies, and our movies get seen by hundreds of thousands of people. We got a new movie coming out called B1 the Movie. If you want to know more about it, go to b1themovie.com. We're going to release it in Atlanta. That's where all the talent's at. Anyway, y'all know we're the original. We're the original at everything, so we got the most talent. So we're going to release it in Atlanta. We're also going to show it at the All Black National Convention. And also with AI, don't complain about it. Just go ahead and be about it. Get connected. Invest in some of these companies that are going to benefit from AI. And if you text the word stock to 31996, I will immediately send you a list of the AI stocks that I'm personally investing in for my family. So rather than being upset about the fact that they're making all this money, get in bed with them. Go ahead and connect your financial fate to their financial fate. I'll send you the list of stocks that I've curated for my own family, and my family is your family. So text the word stock to 31996. I'll send it to you right away. And also, if you want a copy of my book, The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power, I can sign it and send it to your house from my house. So feel free to go to drboycebooks.com. So anyway, guys, Thank you so much for listening. If you could, please hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Melanie Gibson's in Los Angeles. I am going to go to LA soon. So maybe I'll meet some of the writers and directors out there and be able to help you guys form business models that will get you away from the slavery of Hollywood anyway. So sometimes when God sends you what feels like a curse, it's really a blessing in disguise. So I wish you guys the very best. And thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a wonderful day. Peace.